Mr. Tom Nook's employee. Lottie here, she's the little pink river otter that just told me to go out and do my best today. That was really nice of her. She is the sort of go-to woman in Nook's office here.
She's probably the person who actually makes stuff work here.
She's the one that
Tom Nook's name's on the sign, but...
Tom Nook is really busy off golfing right now while I'm busy running around my town. Now, instead of moving into a town that already exists, you're building up this town from the ground. So I've already been able to build this school. Oops, and I popped in. I've already been able to build a school. You're going to be able to build different types of facilities as well. We've got some crazy folks in there.
Yeah, I love that you get to be the chance to like sort of be the city planner. You get to do it's like a different role than the standard Animal Crossing franchise, which is really cool. It's going to tap into like these different skill sets or sort of things people would want to do in a game.
That is true. Now, one of the great things about this game is you're going to see all the animals that you're really familiar with from this series. And over here, you guys might remember Lyle. Lyle is actually Lottie's uncle. Lyle was like, I'm working with Tom Nook. I want to bring you in. Lyle invented something called the Amiibo Phone. Thanks for choosing the Amiibo Phone. Now, this is going to be we're using with Amiibo cards. Right? No. Absolutely beautiful. And we're going to go ahead and hold down our Amiibo card. Oh,
call someone up.
I'm going to make a call. Now, this is great. You can bring your favorite animal for the music lover in her.
And I like that. Each of the different villagers they bring in, it's like you get to make their house however you want, but they have an idea. They're like, I would like it to make this way. So they give you that first little hint of inspiration.
They've given you a theme to work with. So sometimes they'll let you do it all yourself. Sometimes they have a theme. So I actually just brought Fauna into the game. And she is going to make her housing request to me. And she's going to build a whole new house. Of course I can help her with that. That's my job. Lottie has taught me what to do. Now, one of the first things you have to do when someone comes to you and wants to build a house is talk about your planning requirements. We need to choose a location in town that's really going to fit what the client wants, as Lottie is helpfully telling us right now. And here's our Animal Crossing town map. This is unlike any village you've experienced before.
Just for a split second, let's just hang on that screen. I think it's really cool to show that bottom screen. It just sort of gives you that instant like overview, and it's just that art style is really cool, and you can see on the top screen.
Put it down by the beach. One thing I found, you can put it right on top of that river. Look at that. She's going to have a little bridge right in front of her. Where do you guys think, Fauna? Where should we throw her?
I saw a place with some really pretty trees a little bit back that I thought would be a good fit. Let's see if we can find it again.
Right around there?
And even just looking here, you can see like this is kind of a special place. There's all kinds of weather I'm seeing here, different locations, and some environments that we haven't had in Animal Crossing before either. So this is a pretty special town that you're building.
You can absolutely decide what the weather is going to be like. Oh, I just put her on a little island.
Oh,
Let's put her on an island. I love that.
Private island. That sounds pretty swank, actually.
We're going to call it Fauna Island now. So Fauna's happy. I'm happy. Lottie's happy because she's like, I've trained you to do this. You can totally do this. She really instills you with the confidence you need to make these animals happy. And I think we all know you really need to keep these animals happy.
All right, so you're going to bring the concert home.
All right, so we have this beautiful little island we're working with. Let's hop into the house. And there are all sorts of different items. If you played Animal Crossing New Leaf or any of the previous games, you've gotten a little bit of taste of what you can do as far as designing these houses. But let's make sure you get a great view of the place. There's your room. You're going to be able to see it all the way around. Now, Fauna has kindly provided us with a couple of items she definitely wants to have in her house. And the rest is really up to me. So let's first tap on the wall and floor catalog. What do you guys think? Something snazzy, something classy?
Yeah, maybe.
So the house that Fauna's starting out here is pretty small, but it's worth mentioning that as you go through the game, the houses get much larger, and it's really cool how much you can do with these houses. You're doing interior design.
I kind of like that library
where
wall,
the houses are, what they look like on the outside as well. It's kind of neat. Like, you're not the mayor this time, but you actually have almost more control over what your town's going to look like when it's done, because these villagers are trusting you to pick everything for them.
And you used to be able to give items to animals and say, you know, here's an item I'm giving you, and you really hope that they're going to put it in their room. But this you can actually force them to. You say, I want you to have this rug. I want this rug to be small, medium, and large. We're going to now pop into, this is the furniture catalog, and we have a lot of the items that you're going to see that you saw in Animal Crossing New Leaf, but we have a ton more as well. Yeah. So we have crazy great catalog, but what's even better than that, since I know she wants to have this concert, I'm going to tap on the search function, and they're going to let me know everything on that lower screen. You're going to see items that are related to music, to concerts, all the things that the system thinks I'm going to want to be using. So I can choose actually directly from here. She needs a metronome, obviously.
She's going to need a metronome.
I'm going to go ahead and put that. Oh,
and actually, this is really interesting. This is new here. What you're seeing on the lower screen, and I know the house decorating thing is something that a lot of folks really, really enjoy from the Animal Crossing series. And there's some things we've done here that make it more complex, but also a lot easier to decorate a house.
A lot easier. Totally right, Sam. Instead of having to just back that against the wall, I could actually change the orientation of it by tapping.
And we're actually seeing like a top-down of the room here, so you see exactly how things fit together.
Put a music stand over there. We'll throw a few more things out. Oh, she loved that. She's super happy now.
That's got to stay. So how about if you put something down and you decide, I don't really want that here. I made a bad choice. I want to get rid of this.
Let's get rid of that. I don't, maybe I don't want a vibraphone. I'm just going to drag it over the trash can. No worries there. But if I decided, gosh, I only have one velvet stool, but I actually probably should have 3, I'm just going to hold down the left shoulder button. Whoop. Tap it, and then throw a few more.
I like
down.
that.
So instead of having to go
with
back
a certain theme or a certain item that you want to like arrange a bunch of them, because it really taps into that sort of that interior designer in everyone. There, you want to like place everything just right, or wait, I need one more of these over here to balance the room out. You can really quickly just like do all those little details.
Absolutely. We're going to put a few more things. We can put stuff up on the wall. So let's go under. I think she'd probably have some KK albums up on her wall, right?
Oh, did we show off the rugs that have different sizes too?
Yeah, that's good. I put a rug down there. Sam, what do you think? We're going to try a little heart maybe. And we can show it small. Oh, wait, I have to take away that other rug first.
But all these different size options is something new as well.
So we would just toss it in there. All right, let's try a different rug. And we can pick the heart rug. We can pick small, medium, or large. So a small one, so it's going to cover a small area. And the large covers up to almost the entire room. Put a little rug over there. There we go, right under your fancy piano. Let's see, what else do you think she needs in here?
You know, like playing Animal Crossing New Leaf, I spent so long just decorating my house. It's going to be a project, I think, when I get all my favorite villagers in. It's like, okay, time to go to work. I'm going to make you the house of your dreams.
The sort of things you love. It really is about making your animals happy.
And I think another thing that we can talk about here as well is, even though this is a very different Animal Crossing game from what folks are familiar with in the past, it's a really robust experience. It's not just like a home decorating mini game. This is an Animal Crossing town that you're bringing to life. And I'd love to talk a bit more about the facilities, if that's okay, because I think that's a really interesting aspect of how you bring this huge town to life.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you're going to be making houses for these wonderful animals, and then you will, as you build up your town starts off like, you saw some of those boarded windows out front in the town. That's not going to stay like that forever. You're going to have a big, booming, bustling town. And Isabel from Animal Crossing New Leaf is actually going to come in and be your liaison, and she's going to come to you with these sort of facility requests. So as we mentioned, there's going to be a school that you could build. You get to decorate it. And then also that's going to be populated. The people in the town are going to start going to that school. So it's not some empty school that no one's doing anything with. You're going to actually make these animals go to school.
And it turns really vibrant when you get all these different, like, it's going to be a hospital, there's going to be some shops going on.
Yeah, so it's going to be a really busy town. So instead of you moving into a town that already exists, you're actually really creating this town.
And it's fun to have that different relationship with the different characters that everyone knows and love. And they're going to have dialogue that's, you're going to have, it's the characters in some sense, but you're interacting with them in different ways, and you're scanning them in with these cards, and it's just a really cool way to sort of have a different twist on the sort of Animal Crossing player relationship.
And you're definitely going to still expect the beautiful, hilarious, funny Animal Crossing dialogue. We're all still talking here. Now we're outside. Now this isn't. This is also a new feature. We get to decorate what's going to be outside. So let's take a look. We're going to get some landscaping here. What do you think? Some palm trees.
Definitely palm trees.
Oh, she liked that. Nice.
Now we can put all, I mean, she's on an island, so let's give her a whole bunch of palm trees.
Maybe somewhere to sit outside too, so she can enjoy it when the weather's a little nicer than it is right now.
That sounds so relaxing.
Do some lounging.
Let's go back. Yeah, anything that we can put inside, we can actually put outside too, just like in real life. So if she wants to get some sort of fancy, I love this chair. Like a nice, she can go sit here.
I love this part. I think the exterior design, for me, I just like, I'd rather be out in the yard than inside. So it's fun to sort of play with all those exterior elements too. You get to be an interior designer, you get to be a landscaper. It's really fun.
Let's see, we can put out some other wild, wacky things out here.
Nice. And there's actually one other thing we didn't mention with the facilities is giving your friends in town jobs, which I personally like. Dr. Lopez. I'm looking forward. Like, I need Dr. Lopez in my town.
And you can make him be a doctor. All right, we're going to see what Fauna thinks about this house. Oh, are we all done? Oh, I could keep going on for hours, Fauna, but what I'm going to do is say, yep. What do you think about it? She's happy about that. I love her little umbrella that she's holding because it's raining. So they know. They know what's going on in their little town.
There are actually some little coordinated moves that you and the other Nooks Homes folks do too, which are super cute. And y'all have your little blazers on. And
oh, yeah, we're very
like team
professional. Yeah. Well, when you work for Nooks Homes, you have to be professional. You do have to show up in your work uniform, but you can accessorize it however you want.
I love that moment. We just saw it where she's like kind of looking around. She's like, oh, I like it.
Aww.
She's so cute.
I think she really likes it. Yeah, she's sitting comfortably, it seems.
It looks really classy, too. I like that you went the sort of classical music route.
Well, that's it. Yeah, you can go like the rock and roll way, any way that you interpret her theme. All right, now see, she seems pretty happy about all that, and I actually got a new emotion.
Oh, that's so cute. So what do you think next? She should have a housewarming party, maybe?
Well, what I'd like to do is invite some folks back over to Fauna's place. So now I'm back in my office.
Yeah.
Lottie's really happy about that. Closing time. There's no time for that.
Yeah, because what good is a cool house if you don't have people over to enjoy it with you? So.
Yeah, we don't want her sitting there by herself, right?
No.
So we're going to go back to our client list, and here are some of our friends we've already talked about.
Dude, Lopez has got to come over.
You want to see Robot?
Little deer. Middle row, left-hand side.
Oh, we have to use our Amiibo cards to bring them in,
he
Sam.
was right there.
Sam, I'm going to have you go through this, and why don't you pick out some of your favorite Amiibo cards and let us know who you want to invite over.
All right.
So we're going back for a visit to Fauna. We're not going to go ahead and change her house, but what we are going to do is invite some friends over. So, who do you think, Sam? Who do you want to invite over?
Since this is a musical house and she's all into music, I want DJ KK to come over. And I don't know if we can get
Sam,
a closer look.
We've got that up. If you want to hold that up, you can see these cool little cards. I love that.
Some info on the side as well. So each of these cards has some other information, names, number in the series.
And their birthday,
really
of course, which is
cool. Like, there's something about flipping through the cards
series.
and being like, oh, who is it going to be? Like, oh, KK, oh,
Here we go.
Chief,
and I don't
Bunny.
know how much we can say yet about the distribution plan for these cards yet, but I think we can safely say that there are going to be a lot of them. You had the number for the first series, right?
There's going to be 100 released in the first series and then more to arrive after that. I'm going to leave it at that.
More
but here we go. We got KK in town. I'm actually going to pick up KK and be like, oh, KK, come over here.
Oh, my gosh.
KK, it's time for you to start playing the harp. Learn about it. You know who else I want to invite, though? I want to invite Chief over.
Nice.
And then I can actually communicate with these guys, and I can also take a photo so we remember our wonderful memories of our wonderful times together. And here's Chief. Hi, guys. Let's all smile. Whoop, whoop.
Again, take a photo.
Let's turn around so we can see your faces, and I'm going to go ahead and take a photo. Yay. Now I have them. And as I go up and talk to them, I'm going to hi, guys.
Play some instruments.
How's everyone doing? Hi, Stacy. Oh, she remembers me. Hi, Fauna. What do I think of it? Of course I love it, Fauna.
And it's nice that this isn't the only time you're going to work with Fauna either. You'll get to do more projects for her later as well. So maybe she'll decide she wants to mix things up. Maybe she wants a house expansion. So
that's the thing. We can start off with these rooms. We can definitely expand. And we had her build just this one small house. But I think, obviously, it's a little crowded in here. I'm trying to, like, eke my way around.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of time left. Could we take a quick wander around the town and just show folks, like,
and that's a great idea.
It's hard to give a sense of scale, but considering how many different Amiibo cards are going to be and how many people you could bring into the town, It's got some room to it, which I think is really nice. You can get a lot of folks moved in. That teddy bear is awesome.
I do. That's. Oh, look at that! Oh my God, I love that. All right, so we're gonna head out. Bye, guys. It was really nice hanging with you. And you saw me in my little car there. That's my Nook's home car, my official
company
car. It's the company car, and I get to jump in that and drive back to the town. So here's your little town here, your village. And as you see over here, oh, this is all boarded up.
Your fountain's not even on yet. It's so sad.
What's going on here? Oh,
The boarded up shop is classic video game code for something cool's coming, like eventually.
Something's gonna be happening. Oh, well, let's go in here.
And safe to say there are a lot of familiar faces that will be popping up in your town as you go as well.
And there we go. This little shop that I built is already filled with some of our super favorite. And they're actually wandering around and shopping. This isn't something you've gotten to see in previous Animal Crossing games, is what it's really like to live the life of these wonderful little animals. They deserve a little store like this.
Yeah, I feel like as you add more, we added one house and made that, but as you add more and more and you arrange them all, it's like you start to just, as you sort of paint that whole picture of this town and all those little details you put, you just like take ownership of it, and it's just like, oh, it's so good.
And as you can see, all these animals here, we can definitely go up to them and find out if they want a house as well. But if you have a favorite, if you have a DJ KK that you really need to bring in the game right now, that's what we're going to bring in. Let's take a closer look at Nook's homes as well. This is your office. This is really where you eat, breathe, sleep. At least that's where Lottie does too. And here's Digby.
I'm so glad he's back. He's awesome.
Digby's pretty cute, and I have a feeling that our friend little Lottie here might be soft on Digby.
A little smitten. I'm not sure how could you not be though.
I don't know.
He's adorable.
He's very enthusiastic. He might be a little blind to what Lottie's feeling there.
The little sound effect he and Isabel make when they walk around too. It's so cute. It has it's almost like the collar noise from a dog. It's adorable.
So Lottie's letting me know when I'm actually ready to finish up work for the day. I can go to my desk and I write up my daily report. That's going to save the game for you, and you can start over fresh the next day.
And then come back in and see how things are doing. Is Nook even in the office right now? I think maybe he's just left and trusted you guys to keep things running.
I think he really has just left Lottie to run this place. Obviously, his name is on the door. He's the one that hired you. He's the boss that you have to impress. But
yeah, you never really know what Nook's up to behind the scenes. You know, I've always been a little suspicious myself.
Well, he's an empire builder. Like he's starting things going, but I think he's got a lot to look after.
He probably has a private jet or something. He's probably, who knows where he is.
And here, like, you're also decorating the insides of your facilities too. So this is what yours looks like, but you can totally change things around as well.
What's crazy is this is actually looks exactly like the school where I went when I was a kid. There was a toilet in the middle of the room. There was a stand there. There were a bunch of dice there, and of course, picture of all sorts of animals.
There was a blue frog.
This is actually exactly what it was like. This is kind of creepy.
Getting an interesting look into your psyche. You're like, your childhood was a strange one, but it sounds fantastic.
Oh, not starting to get late, but we are going to see. I can't wait to show you guys a little bit later what happens when you start to unlock all of these. So I think we're going to go in.
Finish up your day here. And that's actually about all the time we've got here, but thank you so much for coming by and giving us a chance to see a bit of what this game's about. So yeah, folks watching, if you're into Animal Crossing, definitely keep this on your radar. It's a really fun game, and yeah, I'm having a blast decorating my village. I'm not as far along as you are, but I'm gradually building it up, so
it's great because it's never ending. You can build one house, and then you can build the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And you know, there are a lot of animals in the Animal Crossing series. I'm not going to name them all, although I bet I probably could.
If you could, I'd be really impressed. Like right now,
sit here and like list them off. Ooh, we should do that instead of a speed run sometimes to see who can list off all of the Animal Crossing animals.
If you make it competitive, I'm in. I'm up for it. Anything I gotta do.
It's going to be our next big challenge.
We're going to wrap up here for now, but folks, please stay tuned. The show floor is actually opening.
I know, we're about to open the doors.
Soon,
There's people in our booth right now, but they